Where in America is that? Is it A. Michigan, B. Oregon, C. New York, or D. Maine? You have 10 seconds to decide. Your time start now. The correct answer is C. New York, Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is a city in Niagara County, New York, United States. As of the 2020 census, the city had a total population of 48,671. It is adjacent to the Niagara River across from the city of Niagara Falls, Ontario, and named after the famed Niagara Falls which they share. Where in America is that? Is it A. Kansas City, B. St. Louis, C. New York, or D. Nashville? You have 10 seconds to decide. Your time start now. The correct answer is B. St. Louis. Standing 630 feet tall, our nation's tallest man-made monument anchors Gateway Arch National Park and stands as the iconic symbol of the westward expansion of the United States. The Gateway Arch experience includes the tram ride to the top, the all-new museum at the Gateway Arch, the monument to the Dream documentary movie, the Arch Store, the Arch Cafe. Where in America is that? Is it A. Hollywood, B. Nebraska, C. North Dakota, or D. South Dakota? You have 10 seconds to decide. Your time start now. The correct answer is D. South Dakota. Mount Rushmore brings visitors face to face with the rich heritage. Majestic figures of George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln, surrounded by the beauty of the Black Hills of South Dakota, tell the story of the birth, growth, development, and preservation of this country, from the history of the first inhabitants to the diversity of America today. Where in America is that? Is it A. Nevada, B. New Mexico, C. Utah, or D. California? You have 10 seconds to decide. Your time start now. The correct answer is C. Utah. Arches National Park lies north of Moab in the state of Utah, bordered by the Colorado River in the southeast. It's known as the site of more than 2,000 natural sandstone arches, such as the massive, red-hued Delicate Arch in the east. Long, thin landscape arch stands in Devil's Garden to the north. Other geological formations include balanced rock towering over the desert landscape in the middle of the park. Where in America is that? Is it A. Baltimore, B. San Francisco, C. Seattle, or D. Boston? You have 10 seconds to decide. Your time start now. The correct answer is B. San Francisco. Alcatraz Island, or The Rock, is a small island in San Francisco Bay in California. It was first a lighthouse, then a military fort, then a military prison, and finally a federal prison. In 1969, it became a museum. The name Alcatraz comes from the original Spanish name of the island, Isla de los Alcatraces, Island of the Pelicans. Where in America is that? Is it A. Baltimore, B. San Francisco, C. Seattle, or D. Boston? You have 10 seconds to decide. Your time start now. The correct answer is C. Seattle. The Space Needle is an observation tower in Seattle, Washington. Considered to be an icon of the city, it has been designated a Seattle landmark. Located in the Lower Queen neighborhood, it was built in the Seattle Center for the 1962 World's Fair, which drew over 2.3 million visitors. Where in America is that? Is it A. New York, B. Texas, C. Washington, or D. Boston? You have 10 seconds to decide. Your time starts now. The correct answer is C. Washington. The long, grassy National Mall is home to iconic monuments including the Lincoln Memorial and the Washington Monument. At the eastern end is the domed U.S. Capitol, and the White House is to the north. It's also flanked by Smithsonian museums, and its lawns and pathways are often crowded, with school groups, joggers, and softball teams. Where in America is that? Is it A. Utah, B. Colorado, C. Arizona, or D. Oregon? You have 10 seconds to decide. Your time starts now. The correct answer is C. Arizona. Grand Canyon National Park in Arizona is home to much of the immense Grand Canyon, with its layered bands of red rock revealing millions of years of geological history. Viewpoints include Mather Point, Yavapai Observation Station, and architect Mary Coulter's Lookout Studio, and her Desert View Watchtower, Lipan Point, with wide views of the canyon and Colorado River. Where in America is that? Is it A. New York, B. California, C. New Jersey, or D. Washington? You have 10 seconds to decide. Your time starts now. The correct answer is D. Washington. The Smithsonian Institution is the world's largest museum, education, and research complex. Located in the heart of this nation's capital, you can explore the National Air and Space Museum, the National Museum of Natural History, the National Museum of American History. The latest addition to the museum is the National Museum of African American History and Culture, and is a must-visit. Where in America is that? Is it A. Arizona, B. Colorado, C. Utah, or D. Wyoming? You have 10 seconds to decide. Your time starts now. The correct answer is D. Wyoming. Yellowstone National Park is a national park located in the western United States, largely in the northwest corner of Wyoming and extending into Montana and Idaho. It was established by the 42nd U.S. Congress with the Yellowstone National Park Protection Act and signed into law by President Ulysses S. Grant on March 1, 1872. Yellowstone was the first national park in the U.S. and is also widely held to be the first national park in the world. Tell me on the comment section how many correct answer you got. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.